If you've ever walked outside late at night for food, you need to hear this. The lonely walk that changed everything. I live in a normal area. That's important. Not a small town, not the middle of nowhere. Apartments, traffic, late night food places. The kind of neighborhood where people assume they're safe because there are lights and cameras and other people around. I work late, past midnight most nights. Sometimes I don't eat dinner. Sometimes I just want something warm and fast, so I walk. That night I left my apartment around 12:40 a.m. Same hoodie, same route, same place I'd gone dozens of times before, a small 24-hour food spot about 10 minutes away. I didn't even bring my wallet. I paid with my phone. Everything felt normal, too normal. Halfway there, I noticed something small that I ignored at first. The street felt quieter than usual. Not silent, just empty in a way that didn't make sense. No cars passing, no people on their phones. Even the distant noise you usually hear in a city felt muted. I kept walking. I remember checking my phone because the air felt heavy, like before a storm. No notifications, no signal issues. Everything normal. That's when I heard footsteps behind me. Not fast, not slow, matching mine. I didn't turn around. Everyone knows not to do that. You don't acknowledge things at night. You just keep moving. I crossed the street. The footsteps crossed too. I stopped at a crosswalk and pretended to check my phone. The footsteps stopped. That was the first moment my chest tightened. I turned around. No one. Empty sidewalk, empty street, no door closing, no shadows moving. I told myself I imagined it. That's what you always do. I reached the food place and immediately felt relief. Lights on, someone inside, door unlocked. I stepped in. The smell hit me, first grease, heat, and something faintly sour, like old metal. There was one worker behind the counter. He didn't look up. No greeting. No. What can I get? I stood there longer than normal. Hey, I said. He lifted his head slowly. His eyes met mine. And I don't know how to explain this without sounding dramatic, but his expression didn't change at all. Not even slightly. Not curious. Not tired. Just flat. What? He said. Not a question. I ordered quickly. He nodded once and turned around. While I waited, I noticed there were no other customers. No bags ready. No sounds from the kitchen except one steady hum. I checked my phone again. No signal. That didn't make sense. I always had service here. The worker came back faster than expected and set the food down in front of me. Eat here, he said. I'm taking it to go, I replied. He didn't move. Eat here, he repeated. My stomach twisted. I'm good, I said, reaching for the bag. He placed his hand on it. Not aggressive, firm. You always eat here, he said. I froze. I've never been here before, I said. That's when he smiled. Not wide, not creepy in a movie way. Just enough. You don't remember, he said calmly. Something inside me flipped from discomfort to danger. I pulled the bag free and stepped backward. He didn't follow me. He just watched. As I pushed the door open, he spoke again. Don't stop walking tonight. I didn't respond. Outside, the street looked wrong. Longer than before. The lights seemed farther apart. The darkness between them deeper. I started walking fast. Then I heard it again. Footsteps. Close. Closer than before. I didn't turn around. I didn't speed up. I did exactly what you're supposed to do. I walked. The footsteps stayed right behind me, not gaining, not falling back. Right there. I passed a parked car and glanced at the window. I saw the reflection. Someone was walking behind me, hood up, head slightly tilted down. But the way they walked wasn't right. Their arms didn't swing naturally. Their steps were perfectly timed with mine, like a mirror that was half a second off. My heart started pounding so hard it hurt. I crossed the street again. They crossed. I stopped suddenly. They stopped. I turned. The street was empty, but the reflection in the car window was still there, standing behind where I should have been. I ran. I didn't care how stupid it looked. I sprinted the rest of the way home and slammed my apartment door shut, locking it with shaking hands. I didn't sleep. The next morning, I convinced myself stress and hunger made me paranoid. That night, I didn't go out. The next night, I didn't either. 3 days later, curiosity won. I walked past the food place in daylight. It was closed, boarded up, a notice taped to the door. Temporarily closed investigation ongoing under it. Another paper, smaller, a missing person flyer. The photo made my stomach drop. It was the worker. Same face, same eyes, missing for 2 weeks. The date at the bottom made my hands go cold. I had been there after he went missing. That night, I dreamed I was chewing something tough, waking up with my jaw sore. Now, sometimes late at night, my phone lights up. No notification, just the screen on, front camera, and for a split second before it turns off, I see someone standing behind me, waiting.